everyone! Welcome to the Piano Keys. I'm so glad you're here with me today. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to play a very important song for all pianists to know, and that is Happy Birthday. When I was growing up, I was trained as a classical pianist, and I could win competitions and play Bach and Beethoven, but nobody showed me how to play Happy Birthday. And I never thought to teach myself. So whenever I was at a birthday party and there was a piano there, I kind of tried to hide because I knew I couldn't play that song. I make sure that all of my students learn how to play according to their level. So I'll play the song for you first, and then I'll break it down left hand, right hand, then we'll put it together. If you want to learn how to play Happy Birthday, keep watching. Okay, in this tutorial, I'll show you a simple version that still sounds really good. And the way I'm going to keep it simple is the right hand is going to play mostly 2 notes at a time, so that's less to remember. There's one place where there's a run, and you can leave that out if you want, add it on later. And the left hand will be playing octaves, which are the same note, but separated by 8 notes. So octave stands for 8 notes, so if the thumb is playing an F, the pinky will also play an F. Okay? One thing to remember before we get started is our finger numbers that I'll be using. Your thumbs we call finger 1 in piano, finger 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm including an intro in this version, which looks a lot more complicated than it is. It's actually quite simple. You can leave it out for now, add it in later if you like. It doesn't really change the song itself. The intro just lets everybody know that you're about to start playing Happy Birthday. Okay. So for the intro, we'll be using every single finger except for your ring fingers, the 4th fingers. We won't be using those. So left hand starts with 5th finger on C, which is the white key that's to the left of the 2 black keys. Okay, C. Skip a white key, go to the next white key, which is E, and remember, we're not using your ring finger. So put your 3rd finger on E, skip the next white key, go to G. Put your 2nd finger there. So the pattern so far has been white key, skip a white key, white key, skip a white key, white key. So the pattern is going to alter a little bit right now. We're still going to skip a white key, but instead of going to the next white key, we go to the black key, which is B flat. Okay? So far we have C, E, G, B flat. So practice that a few times until you can play it without really thinking about it. And see how relaxed you can make your wrist as you're playing. You really want to let your joints move naturally. If you tighten up, it's very difficult to play, especially to play fast. So nice and slow. Use the weight of your arm to help your fingers. The right hand will be following the exact same pattern set by the left hand. First C, 1st finger, skip a white key, go to E, 2nd finger. Skip a white key, go to G, 3rd finger, and remember we're not using our ring finger, so leave that out. This is where the pattern deviates a little bit. Skip a white key and go to the black key, which is B flat. Okay? C, E, G, B flat. So they're the same exact notes that the left hand played. So once you have that, put the 2 together. So do you see that? It's just rolling up from the bottom. The next thing you do is fly that left hand over and repeat what you initially did, but now you're going to be up here, kind of crossed over. The right hand hand, guess what? Sneaks out and it repeats what it did down there. Okay? So the pattern continues. When you go up with the left hand, you want to make sure you're going over, not under. You're gonna run into your hand, your arm that way. So you want to go over, find that C, repeat the pattern. Right hand sneaks under, finds the C, and repeats the pattern. I'll do it one time really slowly without talking so you can hear it. Okay, once you have that learned, practice it a few times and see if you can go a little bit faster. You always want to increase the speed little by little. You never want to do really slow and then try to go fast. What happens then is your muscles kind of freeze up. So you want to give your muscles and your brain and everything a chance to get faster a little bit at a time. You'll have better success that way. So here it is a little bit faster, and then I'll show you the last note. Now, to finish off the run, you take your left hand, second finger, the pointer finger, and find that C. Again, remember C is to the left of the two black keys, and just play it like that. Okay? And if you set down the right pedal, which is called the sustain pedal, so your piano might have 2 pedals, or 3 pedals, or even just 1 if you have a keyboard hooked up with a pedal. If you just have 1, that's already the sustain pedal. If you have 2, it's still going to be the one on the right. If you have 3, it's still going to be the one on the right. So put your right foot down all the way to the floor, push down that pedal, and play the intro, the run, from beginning all the way to the top, and it sounds like this. Okay, that's the intro. I'll show you the song in chunks, and we'll put the hands together in chunks. I think it's easier to remember and to retain than learning the whole thing one hand at a time. Sorry, I have a lot of dog hairs on my piano because I have 2 chihuahuas, and the hairs are always flying, so you might see me doing this from time to time. It's just dog hair. Left hand plays only 4 notes. That's pretty easy. So the first thing we play is F. If you find the 3 black keys and go to the left, that is F. So play F, find the similar key down an octave here, F. Play them together, F. Okay? Pretty easy, right? The next thing we do, we go down 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you remember, that's C, to the left of the 2 black keys. And again, you play that octave. So you play this C and the one right below it. Okay, so far we have 2 of the 4 that we need to learn. Let me show you the right hand in that same part of the song. Right hand, we're starting on C again. So by now you should start to remember that when you find 2 black keys, go to the left, that is C. You'll start with your second finger, that's your pointer finger on C, and you play 2 Cs. Right? That's the happy part. Happy, okay? For birth, your third finger is already on the next white key. It should be kind of hanging out there. That's D. You keep it there. And the thumb goes down to A. This guy. Okay? So let's put that together. Do that again. Then you come right back to where you started. So, all together, happy birthday. Okay? Practice that until it's easy. To you, you'll still have your thumb on A, and your pinky should be right around where F is. If you remember, F is to the left of the 3 black keys. So on the word to, you play those 2 notes together, A and F. Okay? So let's go back to happy birthday, and then we'll add 2. Here we go. One more time. You take the 2 notes that were here, A and F, those 2 fingers, and just move them down to the next white keys, which will be G and E. So on the word to, you were on A and F, and you'll just move down one white key. So far we have Happy Birthday to You. Let's play it together. Here we go. One more time, a little bit slower. Okay, practice that and then come back. We're going to put the hands together. So the left hand plays on the words to and you. On the word to, you play F. On the word you go back to C. Okay? So it goes like this. Happy birth. Let's try that again. Happy birth. Then you keep going with the right hand. Day to. On you, the left hand moves to C. Let's do that again a couple of times. Here we go. One more time. Okay, practice that and then come back for the next part. So in the second part, the left hand plays the same exact thing that it played in the first part, except in reverse. So in the first part we did F going down to C. In the second part we're doing C going up to F. Pretty easy, right? So here is the second part of Happy Birthday. Very easy. The right hand, very similar to what we did before. So you still do 2 C's with your second finger. Then you go, remember that black key we played in the intro? The B flat? Yeah, we're going to use it now. B flat and D. Okay? Happy birth. Guess what? On day we go right back to C. Okay? So let's do that together. Happy birthday. You'll notice that I'm putting my third finger in this canyon here between the 2 black keys. My fingers fit. Yours might fit. They might not fit. If they don't fit, just adjust accordingly. So, happy birth. And then day, come right back. Okay? So we have happy birthday. For to, the word to, you keep your thumb on that B flat. That's easy. 5th finger finds the G, which is between the first of the 3 black keys. Sorry. There's your G. So you play B flat and G together. Then you move both fingers down, and down is to the left in the piano. I don't know if I said that before, probably not. You move both fingers down to the next white key. There it is. So we are on B flat and G, and we move down 1 note. Okay? So here is that second part. A little bit slower. Okay? So practice that and then come back and we'll put the hands together. So, hands together part 2. Remember that your left hand is on C and it plays on the word to and then you. So, to, you. Okay? So, it goes like this. Together. A little bit slower. So practice that, come back and I'll show you part 3. On part 2, our left hand ended on the note F. For part 3, play F again, then go back to that B flat that we used in the intro and play that. So F, B flat. You'll notice that B flat is the right one of the 3 black keys. So happy birthday to whatever the name is. Let's say it's Henry. So happy birthday to Henry. Okay? Practice that, come back, and I'll show you your right hand. So right hand for the third part. Again, we start with happy. This time we use our first finger on C to start this section because we'll be doing stuff up here, so we don't want the second finger there. We want the first finger. So happy, there's your C. For birth, take your 5th finger and find the higher C, and underneath it, put 2nd finger on F. Again, you'll remember, find the 3 black keys, go to the left, and that's F. So I try to give you that 3 black key like a landmark because it's easier to find 3 black keys go to the left than to try to count C, D, E, F every time. 3 black keys go to the left. That is F. Okay, so you play them together. F and C. So let's do a happy birth. Okay? For day, you go back to that C with your thumb, and the 4th finger finds A. See that? C and A. So birth, day. Let's do happy birthday. The next 3 chords are actually really easy. So you find A and F with your 1st finger and 5th finger. So you know F is to the left of the 3 black keys. I know I've said that a million times, but it's worth remembering. So, dear. Then you just step down to the next 2 white keys. Hen. Step down again to the next 2 black keys. Re. So, dear Henry. I don't know any Henrys, but anyway, we're using Henry. Dear Henry. So A and F, then you move down to the next 2 white keys, and then move down again to the next white keys. So you can stay here or you can add that fancy run. If you're ready for it, here we go. So you have your F and your D, right? You lift up your wrist and find the next F and the D, but you're going to play them one at a time, and you're going to add a B flat in the middle of them, like this. See that? So you were here. Dear Henry. Find the F and the D again, this time add a B flat in between. Lift up and find the next set that looks just like that. And then one more. You can't keep going because there are no more D's on the piano. That's the last one up here, okay? You don't have to go fast. That'll work. Once you have that in your fingers, little by little, you can increase the tempo. So it's really important to remember that you want to keep your wrists especially very flexible and relaxed, but really all of your joints need to be flexible. If you tighten up your wrist, you will not really be able to move, and you might even develop tendonitis and stuff like that. So we don't want that to happen. Imagine that your arm is a crane and you're just lifting and setting down some heavy weights. Okay? So here is that run. So let's go from Happy Birthday Henry, and we'll add the run only if you want to. It's completely optional. You can even come back at a later time and add it if you don't want to think about that right now. It's perfectly fine. So happy birthday, dear Henry. Okay, let's do it again. This time really, really slow. So practice that and then come back, we'll put the hands together. So here's part 3 of Happy Birthday, Hands Together. So the left hand will play on the word birth, F, and then the B flat happens on the first syllable of the person's name. Today we're using the name Henry. I don't know why. So here we go. Add that run if you're choosing to do that. Let's go again, a little bit slower. Birth, Henry. Here it is a little bit faster. When you're ready, come and do this with me. Okay, practice that and come back for the 4th and final section. We're almost there, guys and girls. Okay, so for section 4 of the left hand, remember that previously we left, if you hear snoring, that's my chihuahua. Actually, both of them. They're taking a nap here while I work very, very hard. So, in part 3, we left off on B flat. In part 4, which is what we're doing now, move down, remember down is to the left on the piano, to the next white key, which is A. So we were on B flat, and now we're coming back down to A. We haven't played this note yet in the left hand, so it's brand new. A. Then go back to good old C, which hopefully you remember by now is to the left of the 2 black keys. And then, for the very last note, come back to F, which is to the left of the 3 black keys. Easy. So let's play those 3 notes. A, C, F. And in the song, the words that happen with these left hands is birth to you. So, happy birthday to you. You'll see that the last 2 notes happen in pretty quick succession, okay? Happy birthday to you. Practice that, come back for the right hand. So the right hand in part 3, you are either here, or if you did the run, you're going to be up here. In any case, I want you to take your pinky, your 5th finger, and find B flat, which is the top one of the 3 black keys, okay? B flat, and the thumb gets D. And D is the one between the 2 black keys, okay? So, happy, happy. From here, you move those same 2 fingers down to the next white keys, which happen to be C and A. Okay, so let's do happy birth. On the word day, you come down and find F with your pinky, again to the left of the 3 black keys, F, and underneath add an A with your thumb. So let's do happy birthday. One more time, starting on D and B flat. So from here, very, very easy. Both fingers move up 1 note. The left hand moves up to the black key, and the right hand moves up to the white key. So B flat and G. And then for the last word, you just go right back where you came from, A and F. So here's happy birthday to you. Again, slower, play it with me. Let's do it a little faster. practice that and then join me for the last part, which is putting the hands together. So here's the final section of Happy Birthday to You, hands together. Remember that the left hand is now going to be on A. Last we left it was on B flat, so in section 4 it's going to A. And it's going to play on the word birth to you. So here we go, nice and slow. Let's do that again, a little bit slower. See if you can join me. One more time, a little bit faster. Let's do it one more time, a little faster. Now you can end it here, or you can add what we call a button, which is like a little closing note. And the button's really easy. See how the left hand is playing 2 Fs here? You just jump it down to the next 2 Fs and give them a tap. Like that. So here is the ending with the button added, which again is completely optional, but you know, it's pretty easy. Might as well add it in, and it sounds nice. It tells people you're done. So here we go. And that's it. I haven't talked really about the pedal. I'll make another video about pedal technique. So basically push down the pedal whenever the left hand plays a new note. Let's say that one. And then when you move to another note, you do what's called clearing the pedal or changing the pedal, which is a quick up and down. So you play, up, down. So play, up, down. This hand is showing what my foot is doing, okay? Play, up, down. You'll notice that the right hand, you'll notice that the foot lags behind the hand, and that's how it should be. So new note, up, down. The reason we clear the pedal or change the pedal is because otherwise everything starts vibrating together and it just kind of sounds messy. But if you don't want to deal with that right now, you really don't have to. It's whatever you're comfortable doing. And that's how you play Happy Birthday. Do you have a question, or would you like me to explain something a little differently than I already did? Let me know in the comments section. I'll be happy to help you. Also, if there's another song that you'd like me to teach you, or classical music piece, let me know that too. Have fun practicing, and I'll see you soon. Bye!